Hello students, today I am back again with chapter 7 verbs present tense. Today we are going to discuss present continuous or present progressive tense. Present continuous tense or present progressive tense refers to an action that is going on at the time of speaking. Means the action is continuously going on. For example, Parul is reading a story. So the action of reading the story is going on. That's why be verb plus present participle is be verb and present participle reading, which makes the structure of present continuous tense. Now, where we can use present continuous tense means its uses. Present continuous tense is used to refer to an action in progress, means which is going on. For example, he is jogging, means the work of jogging is going on continuously. So, be verb is and then present participle form of jog verb jogging. Again, present continuous tense is used to refer to a short-term temporary action that may not be taking place at the time of speaking. She is coming late to school nowadays. Actually, she used to come regularly on time, but because of maybe some problem, she is coming late to school nowadays for the short time. So this is short-term temporary action which is expressed through present continuous tense. To refer to a definite plan in future, also present continuous form of tense is used. For example, I am buying a bicycle this week. I haven't bought, I am going to buy means it's actually future time, means I will buy or I shall buy a bicycle, but as it is definite, I am sure and certain. So here present continuous tense is used, and that is I am buying a bicycle this week. Certainty, it indicates certainty. Again, to make a prediction, present continuous tense is used. For example, this film is going to be a big hit. So it's a prediction, and this type of predictions are expressed through present continuous tense. This last point is very important. To refer to a long-term continuing action that started before the time of speaking and is expected to continue for some time after the time of speaking. In such cases, present continuous form of verb is used or present continuous tense is used. For example, Luke is taking driving lessons these days. He started taking from before and he will continue to take these driving lessons, and it is time consuming, we know, and that's why it is expressed through present continuous tense. Now, structure of present continuous tense. Type, subject, be verb, main verb. If the sentence type is affirmative and if subject is I, then be verb will be am, and present participle form of verb or main verb sleeping. So what will be the sentence? I am sleeping. You are sleeping. They are sleeping. He is sleeping. Affirmative sentence. In case of affirmative sentence. If the sentence is negative, then subject I, be verb am not, main verb sleeping. I am not sleeping. You are not sleeping. He is not sleeping. Now, interrogative sentence. If the sentence type is interrogative and it is yes no interrogative, then be verb am, subject I, Main verb plus ing means present participle sleeping. Am I sleeping? Are you sleeping? Is he sleeping? It's yes, no interrogative formation. And if it is WH question, who is sleeping? So this sentence structure is very important to understand the formation of present continuous tense. Now, verbs of perception. Why we need to know it? Because verbs of perception never be expressed in continuous form. And which are these verbs of perception? In the chart it is given. You just go through it. Adore, admire, believe, desire, all these. They denote emotion or mental states. Okay, let me first say what is verbs of perception. Verbs of perception refer to emotions and feelings, senses, states of existence and possession. They are completely different from verb of action. They do not denote action. So these are, here is the chart and just go through this. This adore, admire, believe, these are emotional and mental states, expresses emotional and mental states. Hear, feel, see, smell, sound, taste, these express our senses. Agree, appear, deny, impress, all these casual relations and communication. Belong, concern, consist, contain, all these possessions, associations and attachments. Now, to understand what is verb of perception and verb of action, just see the chart here. For example, I feel that we should inform the police. Here, I feel it's a mental state. So, this is verb of perception. And see in the B category, please switch on the AC. I am feeling very hot. So this is your sense. You are feeling. So this is verb of action. It's not perception. Again, see the second example. Do you see what he means? So this is a kind of understanding. Do you see what he means? And here he is seeing a doctor today, means he is going to a doctor today. So this is action. First one, do you see what he means? It's indicates understanding, and second one, he is seeing a doctor today, is action. So first one is verb of perception, second one is verb of action. See the third example. She thinks she is always right. It denotes her own opinion. She considers herself always right. It's a kind of herself opinion. Again, in the second sentence, she is thinking of learning a foreign language. What she is thinking, this is a mental exercise. So it is action. Come to the last example. I have a rare picture of Mahatma Gandhi. So what I have, what is in my possession? A rare picture of Mahatma Gandhi. So this denotes, have here denotes a possession. And in second sentence, it seems you are having fun here. It seems you are having fun here. So you are enjoying here. What activity you are doing? Enjoyment. So this is action. So verb of perception is completely different from verb of action, and verb of perception is never expressed in present continuous tense or present continuous form. Hope you have understood. Thank you, students.